Still want to go to
Please,
Nanyuki.
let me tell you.
Please, take us to Nanyuki.
Let me tell you.
Let's go with you to Nanyuki.
To see what now?
To see the facility.
Once we complete it, we'll show you. Let me tell you, Jeff, we are very transparent.
You're not.
Government.
You're very opaque.
It is you guys who want to use.
You are quite opaque.
Let me start by saying this, that if these are the kind of CSS that we have in this nation, these are the kind of people that we are imagining that we have in this country that are supposed to help us, then fellow Kenyans, truth of the matter is we are cooked and we have no one that we are going to cry to in one way or the other.
Has been there before Congo. Why are we so worried now?
Absolutely.
Not the previous years? You said it's the 17th outbreak.
This is the 17th outbreak.
Okay. I remember there was a Zaire.
So it happened in all the successive governments. Why is the Ebola outbreak during the administration of President William Ruto make some people go and demonstrate?
But they say this strain is really strong, huh?
No, this strain has no vaccine. That's the only problem.
Okay.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you very much, guys, for your great support. Now, fellow Kenyans, I've heard Duale speaking, and according to him, these guys are taking this issue, they're taking this thing as if it's just a normal thing. They don't realize the real effect of Ebola. And seeing, I watched Duale speaking yesterday during the JK Live. Yesterday night on Citizen TV when he was being interviewed by Jeff, and I was like, what is going on with these people? These guys are just thinking that this issue of Ebola it's a very simple thing. Basically that is what I want us to talk about. I want us to major into that, dwell there, and talk about that very lightly, because there are a lot of things that these people seems to be thinking that these are just normal. This one is just come and go. It's a normal thing according to them. It's just a normal thing. It's not something that they feel like it's really affecting Kenyans, or they feel like it's going to affect Kenyans in big time. And furthermore, this thing I've told you, Ebola has no cure. There is no single day that you'll find out that Ebola has a cure. That sasa mtu atapewa dawa na apone. No. Ebola has no cure. What Ebola does, I've tried to do a lot of studies, some I've digging up, and I've realized one thing, that Ebola haina cure. What happens is that once umepatikana na Ebola, itakuwa inakukula polepole. Inakukula polepole up to the point that sasa utakuwa umekufa. But Ebola is like HIV. Once once uko na hiyo Ebola, hakuna jinsi ambavyo utatibiwa. So Duale is telling us that they have been kumekuwa na outbreak these kind of diseases 17 times. There have been outbreaks 17 times. And then unasikia anauliza ya kwamba why is it that people never went to the streets to them, or never demonstrated in the previous governments? Why is it that William Ruto's government is different? Kwa nini watu wana demonstrate wakati wa William Ruto? Here is the answer. And I think I can answer that by asking these questions. Question number one that I want to ask is, yes, we've had this outbreak since 1976. Tumekuwa na this outbreak since 1976. That is 17 times. But the question is, did those previous governments bring Ebola, the people that are affected in the country? Those previous government, kuna pali ambapo walileta watu ambao wako na hizo shida Kenya. Kama ipo, Duale tuambie kwamba watu, these previous governments, they brought 1, 2, 3 people. When you wako na shida, those people that were affected by Ebola, walioleta Kenya ndio hawa. That is question number one. Question number two, did those previous governments build facilities in the country? Question number three, did those previous government sign deals with a US government, a government that is tired of his people? Imagine US inakataa mtu yote kuingia US, and then wanatoa watu wenye wako US wanaleta Kenya inakubali. I had, was it Moses Kuria? Moses Kuria is the one that was saying that, hata kama tumekataa watu wa US, hata kama tumekataa US government kuleta mambo na kujenga quarantine Kenya, bado tuko na watu wenye wanatoka Congo, wanatoka wapi, our drivers are going to Congo. Si basi wakatazwe kwenda Congo. Okay, kama mnajua vizuri kwamba Congo is the way, that Congo is one of the places that people can contact, basi watu wasiende huko.
We're going to close our borders, by the way.
No.
We're not closing our borders.
It's against WHO rules.
So what happens to Kenyans crossing from the DRC? What do you do?
We screen them.
But it takes 3 weeks. This thing takes 3 weeks.
We do contact tracing. There are some Kenyans, we have quarantined them, who came from Congo, Brazzaville, for 7 days. They're under quarantine.
Where?
In our quarantine facility.
Where?
Kenyatta, National Police Service.
And they've come in contact with a lot of people?
No. They're okay, but to make sure that the incubation period, yourself, you're asking me, is over. And every morning, every evening, they're checked.
Must they go? They must not go. Anyway, I want you to listen to this conversation of Jeff Koinange together with the Aden Duale. Actually, we are really cooked. What I can say is that we are really cooked. If these are the kind of CSS that we have in this country, these are the kind of experts that William Ruto is targeting, that atatumia kuanzia mwanzo mpaka mwisho, then we are really cooked. We have nowhere to go. We have no one to cry to. Like, seriously, tuna mashida mengi sana ambayo hata si wenyewe we can't explain. We can't relate, we can't explain. Anyway, I would like to know what you think at the comment section, fellow Kenyans, but please watch this from the beginning up to the end. And then after watching that, you tell me what you think at the comment section.
You should be the government spokesman. You know, you seem to be doing a pretty good job of blowing your own trumpet.
No, don't put me into problems with the holders of those offices. They're watching. They're watching.
Okay.
But I don't want to be a government spokesman.
I still want to go to
Please,
Nanyuki.
let me tell you.
Please, take us to Nanyuki.
Let me tell you.
Let's go with you to Nanyuki.
To see what now?
To see the facility.
Once we complete it, we'll show you. Once we complete it. But you have to wear a PPP.
No problem.
Yeah.
Happily.
Oh, you will. You covered COVID, so what's the big deal?
Thank you.
Yeah.
You also suffered from COVID.
Yes, I will take you myself. I'll wear the PPP.
You heard that from CS himself.
Let me tell you, Jeff, we are very transparent.
You're not.
Government.
You're very opaque.
It is you guys who want to use.
You are quite opaque.
Why am I here? If I'm opaque, why am I here? This is today I was in Parliament.
You were.
I should have told you I'm very tired.
You are.
I came back here because I have a moral duty
to tell the country.
As a Minister for Health, who's entrusted on behalf of the President to make sure that the public health of our citizens is safe. That's why I'm here.
Yeah.
So that misinformation, propaganda, people who want to use everything that they see politically, that no, on this one, this area is no-go zone.
All right, we're going to take a break, come back, talk plenty more about this Ebola virus. And also,
No. We should talk about Ebola now.
No, let's take a break.
Ebola, we are finished.
We're not finished. We're not finished.
I have told you.
Kenyans are concerned, my brother, up in arms.
Which Kenyans? I'm just from the north with the president. We saw 19 constituencies. 9 constituencies. Today I addressed the people's representative. And they were more informed than before.
But Kenyans are not convinced. You know that. They're not convinced.
You know who are these Kenyans? The protesters.
Protesters?
Who have been paid.
People online?
Who have been paid. politics.
Opposition.
Let me tell you. Please, as we go for break, Google Section 35 and 36 of the Public Health Act.
All right. Since you're the one who's...
If you don't, I'll show you.
No, since you're the one who's calling
the break. You don't want.
Since the one you're calling the break, just say we're going to a break, we'll come back. Tell them.
We are going to a break and come back and discuss Ewene. But I want to say that we respect the rule of law. We abide by the rule of law. Our lawyers, led by the Attorney General, have submitted all the documents. And the most important thing within the Public Health Act is that we don't do public participation. As you are asking people, what happens if Ebola breaks? as we are waiting for a court ruling, what happens? You know, tomorrow you'll ask me, why are Kenyans dying? So as the lawyers are battling in court, we must make sure as a government, to make sure that we have put in place all the necessary infrastructure required to protect the public health safety of our citizens and those who live within our borders.
That's called defying court orders in any language. You don't have to be a lawyer.
That is you, not me. I'm a very law-abiding citizen. You know, I don't know whether you want to... Do you want to NYS?
No,
That is why you are behaving like that. Those of us who went to NYS and did the drills and climbed Mount Kyoko early in the morning and did parade, we know how to abide by the law. No, let me tell you. During the COVID, the UN established such a facility in Nairobi Hospital. Nobody made noise.
That was during COVID.
COVID killed more people than Ebola or Mpox or Marburg. So I'm asking you, if the UN could build a facility in Nairobi Hospital, it's similar to what the US is building in partnership with the government of Kenya, with the Ministry of Defense, with the Ministry of Health, in Laikipia.
For US citizens.
And for heavens, not for US citizens. That is your fake news. And that's why I'm telling you, we are building 23 quarantine, treatment, isolation centers, facilities to protect our citizens and other people who live in Kenya and who are on transit. And that is found within the Public Health Act and regulations. It is our duty as government. Tomorrow, as I told you earlier, God forbid, if we find 1 or 2 incidents of Ebola outbreak in Nairobi, you call me to this bench. The same characters will start demonstrating, saying that what is the government of President Ruto doing? We have a moral and constitutional duty under the leadership of President Ruto to make sure that the public health safety of our country and our citizens is guaranteed.
But you don't.
Musa says, is our healthcare givers, are they ready to handle the pandemic?
Oh yes, we have trained over 800. Our teams, they have done simulations. I am very proud as the Minister of Health. Both at the county and our national, we have the best of the healthcare givers and providers in our country.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's why, under the SHA, you have seen, the number of people who used to go out for treatment have reduced.
Okay.
Because there are more procedures, medical procedures now that can be done by Kenyan doctors and Kenyan specialists with Kenyan health facilities.
Matthew Kopilo Nyari says the skeptics of Kenya collaborating with US in setting up a quarantine facility here will be proved wrong, the same way they were against the Haiti mission, which was a massive success. There's a lot to gain from being an ally to the world's biggest economy.
Next up,
Why you don't want me to comment?
Respond to that? Yes, please.
No, you guys. So you only want me to respond to the negative?
That was a comment, not a question.
No, it's a very positive.
But still,
now that is what an informed Kenyan is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
that Kenyan is very informed.
I personally was in Haiti, so I can attest.
Yes.
So I can't pass by.
Yes. Not only that, even when Congo, we stabilized Eastern Congo.
Yeah.
After we left is when it became chaotic.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
So Mose again says, Waziri should wait for court ruling why say quarantine facility should be built by where our own Kenyatta hospital needs a lot of work to be done, revealing machines, plus buying new machines for citizens to enjoy the medical health.
Oh, let me say this, I got an opportunity. Today, the Kenyatta Hospital of the yesteryear is not. We have just equipped 10 theaters. Today, our cancer patients, both the pediatric oncology wing, have got new machines, 4 machines. I was there the other day. In fact, the 4th one we are now putting in. Kenyatta today, through the private sector collaboration, We are renovating, I think, over 13 wards under the good leadership of Abbas Guled as the chairman of the board and Dr. Lasiampe. Kenyatta is the biggest referral hospital. I think there are about 2 in Africa. So Kenyatta is a facility we are proud of. Kenyatta University Teaching and Referral Hospital is a facility we are proud of. MTRH, all our referral hospitals. Today in all our counties, the equipment program. Today in Wajir you are there. There is a CT scan, there is a theater, 5 theaters have been equipped in Wajir. I was there yesterday. We were with the president, we launched it. Today in Bungoma and Webuye, you don't come to MTRH or Jaramogi to go and look for a CT scan. Kenya has changed in terms of healthcare.
Jay Sudi says this Ebola stuff being perpetrated by Duale is a diversionary tactic from Kenyan real problems. The finance bill plus Gen Z anniversary is being watered down.
That's now that's a different agenda. Okay. You know, I don't know how finance bill and the Gen Z and is coming to the matter of Ebola and when we're discussing.
Okay. Yes, sir, you can see.
Churchill Lamondi says, for many devastated citizens, it feels like a pattern that has never really ended. Decisions announced first, explanations offered later, and the public expected to adjust quietly in between.
I agree. What he's saying is, the communication must work.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
You agree?
I agree.
You agree?
This guy is right.
Okay.
Thank you.
I think government, we can improve more in terms of communication.
Juma says the U.S. has categorically said that they don't want Ebola in the United States of America. So they have contracted low-hanging corrupt government in courts to dump sick people here. It's so sad.
I don't think our government has any hallmark of corruption as compared to the previous administration.
Oh, come on.
Tell me which one.
Come on.
Tell me which one. There's no Anglo leasing. There's no Golden Back. There's no NYS scandal. Tell me, which scandal of this government? This is the only government since independence which has no scandal.
Edible oil scandals?
No. Edible oil, the oil got spoiled in the port.
Fertilizer.
Which fertilizer? Which fertilizer?
Come on.
Which fertilizer?
Fuel, bringing fuel, G2G.
G2G. G2G is working.
It's not working.
My friend, let me tell you, and you have traveled the country, and you have seen what's happening in many countries, including our neighbors, where people are queuing. Have you seen people queuing in Nairobi for fuel? Government has subsidized. But anyway, I'm not the minister for fuel. I came here for Ebola and Ewene. Can we restrict ourselves to that? But this is a government that, since independence, from Jomo, you can say 1, 2, 3 major scandal. You come to Mzee Moi, there are major scandals. You come to Mzee Kibaki, there was Anglo leasing. Moi, there was Golden Back. My good friend, during our time, there was the NYS, there was many scandals. Eurobond scandals and many others.
Nyantika Chester says, what an irony. Our citizens who are healthy are restricted to visit America in pursuit of greener pastures, but the U.S. wants to dump her sick citizens in Kenya to depend for once Germany.
No, you know, how the American government, deal with its immigration policy is different. We are dealing with Ebola. Okay.
Oh, James,
I wish I was a minister in charge of foreign affairs.
Okay.
I could have answered that.
These are comments now. Honorable Aden Duale is right to prioritize Ebola preparedness. Quarantine facilities are not built because there is an outbreak. They are built to ensure the country is ready if one occurs. Preparedness saves lives. Kenya should invest in prevention, not wait for a crisis.
All right, next. Lalita Kip says Section 35 and 36 of Public Health Act is about protecting the citizens.
Yes.
Ask Honorable Duale if bringing Ebola-infected U.S. citizens into Kenya is protecting Kenyans.
Yes, I agree with him. That section gives me to protect citizens. And when I protect citizens, I'm also protecting those who live in Kenya within our borders. We have that moral constitutional obligation. If you go to another country, and that's why you carry insurance, that country must have enough healthcare facilities, a resilient healthcare that can protect. There's no way that we have the biggest diplomatic hub at the UN in Gigiri. Now, extra 8,000 have come. We have a lot of multilateral institutions here. We have 3 million tourists who come every year. We have a host of our neighbors here who live here. We are one of the countries hosting refugees. All those healthcare must be protected the way we protect the healthcare of our Kenyan citizens.
All right, well, you get the final word, and the final word is, how do you reassure Kenyans that they will be safe following all these reports and they won't be discriminated against?
Which reports? I told you as of yesterday.
On Kenya.
Yes, I'm talking to you.
Here's your comment.
You're a Kenyan. What's wrong with you? Talking to you. I'm talking to Kenyans.
Yes.
I want to assure our citizens tonight that as of today, the 3rd, no incident of Ebola has been detected in our country. We have upscaled. We are ready. Our surveillance system is up. Our instant management reporting system is up to the level required. Our emergency response center is up and running. 719 is our public health call number that every Kenyan can call. Enough referral ambulances are on standby. We are doing screening and surveillance in all of our 26 ports of entry. And I want to ask Kenyans who either have had a contact with anybody from the epicenter of the Ebola, either DRC or Uganda in the last 3 weeks. Please, if you feel the short-term symptoms of headache, fever, vomiting, joint pains, chill, please visit the nearest health facility.